you guys will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll start our meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Kathy, if you can do a roll call, please.
Present.
Present.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here. All right. I see our police chaplain, Bill Carroll's here to open us up.
Nailed it. All right. I'm going to pray a section of the prayer of St. Patrick tonight, even though it's not March, because I want to. All right, here we go. Dear God, we arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak for me, God's hand to God's way to lie before me, God's shield to protect me. Bless this temple, bless the meeting, bless this city.
Amen. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. All right. Other liaison reports going on. Susie, what do you got?
Yes. For special events, we have movie nights at the Roxy Theater on Sunday night, October 19th at 3 o'clock. We will be hosting Hocus Pocus there with a meet and greet with the Sanderson sisters. Tickets are on sale now. Saturday, November 29th at the Roxy at 6:30 p.m. The Muppet Christmas Carol will be shown in conjunction with our annual Christmas in the Square, which will include carolers and a winter coat drive. Tickets are on sale November 1st. And mark your calendars. There will be multiple events on Saturday, November 29th. We will be having Christmas in the Square annual holiday event. It goes from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m. It includes a tree lighting, Santa Claus, and lots of family fun. There also will be a Festival of Trees at the Gladys Fox Museum hosted by the Lockport Township Park District, and Small Business Saturday promoted by the Lockport Chamber of Commerce. Then on Saturday, December 6th, we have also multiple events. We'll have the Lockport Annual Cookie Walk from 11:30 till 3:30. Tickets go on sale on November 7th, and it is a hot event. Last year it only was open 6 hours before they were sold out, so if you'd like to go, get your tickets on November 7th. There will be Jingle Bell Jam at Delwood Park from 4:30 to 6:30, hosted by the Lockport Township Park District. And State Street Mistletoe Market at the Metro parking lot from 11 till 5 p.m. This will be in conjunction with the Cookie Walk, and we will be partnering with the Chamber of Commerce. There will be a new preview, this Mistletoe Market, because coming in the spring, there will be a new farmers market at the Metro train station, so it will be launching in May. And last but not least, more movies night at the Roxy on Sunday, December 14th. We'll have a double feature. There'll be the Polar Express at 3 o'clock and the Classic Holiday Inn at 7 o'clock. Tickets go on sale November 14th.
Right on. Thank you, Susie.
This is the police liaison report for today. First item, only two today, but first item on Saturday, October 11th, members of the Lockport Police Department volunteered their time to take part in the Men That Cook event for the 7th consecutive year. Lockport team proudly earned third place in the side dish category with their signature creation, King Kaboom's flavorful meatballs topped with chili jam. All proceeds from this wonderful community event benefit the Will County Children's Advocacy Center, founded in 1995 by Will County State's Attorney James Glasgow. The center provides hope, healing, and justice for children who have experienced severe physical abuse, sexual exploitation, neglect, or exposure to violence. And I think you guys had said that we've got officers out there several times a week, right? Excellent. Second item is trick-or-treating in the city of Lockport, which will take place, oddly enough, on Halloween, Friday, October 31st. And the times this year will be from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. Residents are strongly encouraged to keep an eye out for members of the Lockport Police Department's zombie crew, who will be patrolling in spooky squad cars. Officers will be handing out candy and taking photos with trick-or-treaters throughout the evening.
Right on.
Pat, you got anything?
Yeah, I just have an informal financial report. Lisa's got the budget prepared with all the input from all the departments. We're meeting 2 by 2 with Ben and Lisa to go over the budget items, so that's progressing nicely. Things that we come up and say should or shouldn't, they're taking notes to go back and make adjustments if required and whatnot. So that's all going well, and then in November we'll come before the residents of Lockport, present the budget for the next fiscal year. So it's on track and it's working well. So
Thanks, Pat.
nothing.
Christina, Darren?
This is in regards to Bloom Lockport. We had our lecture series, our fourth one, Putting Your Plants to Bed. It was very informative and fun. Also, coming up in your water bill, there's going to be a survey. We want everyone to participate and take the survey to see if they would like a community garden.
This Saturday, the City of Lockport is going to sponsor the annual Shred Day. It's going to be on Saturday, October 18th, between 9 a.m. and 12 noon at the City Hall parking lot. So we encourage everyone who wants to have their old bills or old documents to be shredded, bring them on Saturday. We welcome you to drop them off. We will help you unload your car, and we'll have a few people on hand to help out. The last thing is just a reminder that the fall-winter property beautification contest is going on. It started on October 1st, and it'll go through December 31st, and then the recognition and winners awarded at City Council on February 4th of 2026. So we welcome everyone to start sending in your pictures of your home being decorated, and we'll be glad to acknowledge you. Thank you.
Right on. Hey, do young people still use the word shred? Because I don't know if you know, shred day is not maybe what you think it is, right? All right, I don't know. It's like I'm gonna shred. Yeah. Okay. All right. You got anything, Steve? We good? All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. All right. We'll move on to consent agenda then. Looking for a motion to have a consent agenda. We got Steve and JR, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we're looking to approve tonight our regular city council meeting minutes from October 1st, our committee of the whole meeting minutes from October 1st, resolution 25076, which is the 3-year agreement with Granicus for our civic meeting software. There's resolution 25075 for the purchase of the tasers for the police department. And then the payroll period ending September 28th. So looking for a motion to approve on that.
So moved. Second.
All right, we got Joanne, and who was over here? Susie? All right. Do a roll call, please.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Aye.
All right, looking for a motion to pass bills through October 7th.
So moved.
Second.
Christina, Susie, all in favor? Yep, yeah, Susie. No questions, then we'll do a roll call.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
I abstain. The city of Lockport is paying my employer for some valve boxes.
Yes.
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 Aye.
All right. Next, we're looking for a motion to approve Resolution 25083, which is the 5-year contract with Waste Management.
I'll make that motion.
All right, so Darren and JR. Ben, you want to just give us kind of like the lowdown on all of it?
Thank you, Mayor. So we did go, we brought this to the council a few weeks back that we were going to do a sealed bid RFP process. And I think the process worked well for us. We're pleased to report there was a substantial detail in trying to increase some services and keep our costs down We ended up receiving bids from Waste Management, our current supplier, LRS, Homewood, and Republic, so we got 4 bidders. The lowest bidder was Waste Management, so it certainly makes it easier to less disruption for the community by not having to rechange all of the carts and everything in town. We are able to hold the price for the first year and lower the price for the seniors in the first year. So we're really pleased if we're keeping all the recycling and the hazardous waste and the bulk pickups. I think basically we got everything we had asked for. So I don't know if there's any specific questions for Ella. She's here tonight, but this is for the appropriation to have Mike and I finalize the contract and sign a 5-year deal. This will also give us the option to extend another 5 years after to potentially have it be for 10 years. The rates and everything were in your packet. The reduction for seniors was about 15%. The rate for regular residents stays the same in 2026. And the cart rentals are $2. I think we did explore the idea of right now the city does billing. And we explored the option of billing outside, but that was an additional expense that all of the vendors were looking for some fees for. So we just felt it was in the best interest of the residents that we keep it the way it is. The city will still handle the billing with our water bills. Really, the difference is the service calls and any issues like that will be forwarded to Waste Management to handle. It should work really well. So we're looking for approval of Resolution 25083 to enter into a 5-year contract with Waste Management. And yeah, sure.
If a senior has been assigned up for senior citizen, a senior exemption on the water, do they automatically get it for the Waste Management? They do. Okay, so that's okay. Very good. Thank you.
But it is something you have to be proactive about. You don't just get old and get a discount. You got to fill out a form or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
you have to be validated that you're 65 and come in.
Yes,
I don't
you
know
have
what
to
we require.
come,
but
either email or come to City Hall with your driver's license
Yeah.
yeah.
to prove it, but once you do that, it's for all services, the water bill and garbage altogether.
And I know you guys, and just continue to put out that public service announcement that, hey, when you reach this age, you can, fill out your
Yeah, that's good.
form,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. But we're keeping the at your door and the hazardous
Yeah.
waste. And Ella, do you want to say anything or?
Right on, okay. Any questions, thoughts, concerns?
Yeah, just because I made us think about this on the last contract we had come through, the escalators bother me. I'd like to see them at 4% because it seems like 3.8 is kind of that number that most people follow. I think there's extra.
Yeah, do you want me to go?
Why don't you, if you can come to the microphone, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Before we go any further, we haven't had a motion or a second. We're already
Yeah.
in discussion.
Yeah, we did. We did JR and
Yeah, we did.
and Darren. Yeah, you actually made a motion, so there you go.
Yeah, it's some
yes.
context around how
Yes.
how
Get
Waste
that
Management
discount.
determines that, like,
So
we
you
need
got-
5%. as
You
opposed
guys
to-
specifically, and this is probably the way the contract was done back in, I think it was 2018, you were held at a 2.5%, which is not industry
Yeah, yeah.
standard. Like, if we look at our costs as far as, since then, we've had multiple union contracts that those costs are going up. So our costs are going up. That right now, my standard, and our price increases are between 5 and 7%.
Okay.
So when we price you guys out, I think if you look overall at competition in the market area, everyone is between the 4 and 5%. We kept you guys at 5% just to sort of get you back from being so low for so many years to try and balance things out with sort of, what we were providing right now.
Thank you for your explanation.
Any other questions? Do you have a question, Christine?
I just have a really easy question. What do you do with dead animal pickup? How does that work?
So that is new. That is something that we added this year. So it's, I manage the city of Joliet. That's something we do for them as well. So we'll have to be told about that that animal. We're not going to see it if we're out and about. So if we're told, if someone calls into the city and then we're told about it, we have a team that then comes out and takes it away. If our driver's on the street, he's got bags in his truck that he's able to collect it. I think there's certain restrictions of the size of the animal, what kind of animal it is.
Yeah, they
If we see a dog or something, obviously we're going to be very cautious of what we're taking off the street and making sure that, we're disposing it properly.
All right, so let me say this back. So you're saying like if it's even in the street or just dies in our yard?
Not the yards. It has to be like on if an animal dies and is hit in a yard, we're not going to get, it's on the streets.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not calling Brian anymore for that.
Well, you will or call us and we'll call Waste
All right,
Management,
all right.
pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
can get your so you have my information. Well, we usually get we get a call and say, someone reported an animal on this intersection, and usually, the days that we're here, we'll come and dispose of that animal for you guys.
What's the protocol when it's a cat or a dog?
So I feel like if it's a cat or dog, again, we're not hearing of it until you guys are calling it in.
Sure.
So I know I follow your city pages on Facebook, to those who aren't on Facebook as often, and sometimes, we'll wait. We're getting your guys' notice. So, usually we're going to, if it stays, until a homeowner, the caregiver of that animal comes and gets it, we won't touch it unless you guys are letting us know to go get it.
I'm probably the most frequent flyer. I call them in all the time. I see dead possums and skunks all the time. And
They die in Ben's yard, but he kicks them in the
Yeah,
street.
Yeah.
Pet possum then?
Yeah.
And we obviously
No, I
want to
did
know
critters.
sooner than later.
I wasn't as concerned about the process of like the pickup, but
Yeah.
if it's clearly a domesticated or domestic pet,
Yeah.
is there
notification
some
wise.
yeah, like do they look for a collar?
We're not doing it unless you tell us. If there's, I can ask, if there's a call, I think at that point, if I'm noticing it, I'm going to pick up the phone and call someone. But, in situations like that, I can talk to sort of our operations team and sort of see how they've handled that in the past. Because most times you don't want
I know
to.
it's kind of a rare case, but
Yeah.
I would hate for somebody's dog to not, like, this isn't for somebody whose dog is hit out in front of their house, but for their dog to wander off on a street where no one recognizes
Yep.
the dog, or even knows that it's a dog because, it gets hit, run over, or mangled somehow.
All right, thanks for getting graphic there.
I
but
would
yeah, we
think the
get it.
process isn't going to change to what you're doing today, other than we're removing it instead of your staff.
Okay.
So I think pretty much will be the same.
All right.
All right, interesting. All right.
No promises.
Now, what was that?
No promises on
No.
identifying or getting a collar or something.
Yeah, how do you guys do it now? If I don't, yeah,
Always opportunities for improvement.
yeah, I think if you
think-
know that you're, yeah.
90% of the time it's a raccoon or a skunk.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, I think we killed this one. No pun intended.
All right, you got any other questions? We good? All right, then we'll do a roll call, please.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, next we're looking for a motion to approve Resolution 25077, which is a contract with V3 for Abbey Glen invasive woody removal, not to exceed $34,684 or $648.
I'll second.
All right, JR and Susie, any questions, thoughts, concerns?
Yeah, we could. So, really quick on it. Basically, this is 6.1 acres of land that is actually owned by the city of Lockport. It's a conservation area where there is a ditch that kind of runs through there and drains. And what it is it's been unkept, I guess you could say. It's supposed to be a forest area, but we haven't been in there for a couple years now, and the invasive species has overtaken most of the undergrowth. So what we're going to go through, hire V3 to come in and kind of clear out the undergrowth, leaving the larger trees, opening it up, but still allowing it for what the intention was, is to have a conservation area for the wildlife and stuff in that area. So, and that was just to, the resolutions to approve number 25-077, accepting the proposal for V3 Construction Group for the Abbey Glen invasive species or invasive woody removal for the total not to exceed $34,648.
All right, any other questions?
That is on, the orange circle is outside, that's in the detention pond. It's the whole purple area that is the conservation. Those little pockets are inlets for the detention that have overgrown trees and stuff. So they're going to clear out the trees in those areas. So, yeah.
All right, if there's nothing else, we'll do a roll call.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, next we're looking for a motion to approve Resolution 25078, which is accept the proposal from Tri-R Systems Incorporated for stormwater station control, not to exceed 49,000.
Second.
JR and Darren, thoughts, questions, concerns? And we can do a roll call, please.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, and last we have, looking for a motion to approve 25079, which is accept the proposal from Conley Excavating and Construction for an EMA concrete pad at Chevron for a total not to exceed 30,410. All right, JR,
Second.
second by Darren. Thoughts, questions, concerns, anything?
Yeah, this one is current, basically the current EMA garage is at our division treatment plant.
Yeah.
Due to the expansion, we're going to be relocating it to a different site. After talking with the chief and kind of looking at other areas that property that the city owns, we thought taking a little bit of area of the Chevron area that's kind of shoved to the back. We already have the existing storage shed, the coach storage that we utilize. So this is going to be kind of set off in the back, out of the way. It's fenced in area. They'll be able to have the lock to get into Chevron, so it'll be secured for them, but it'll allow them to kind of operate on their own when they need to access that and off the road and everything. So we just chose this site. It's also close to the ComEd transformer out there, so it'll be a nice area to get quick electricity to their facility. So. Currently, it's at our wastewater treatment plant, yes. Correct. What it is it's actually a steel structure, so we're going to be pouring, this part is just pouring the pad. We'll be coming back and after, we're budgeted the rest of it in the spring. So it's currently budgeted in the budget you guys are reviewing. We'll be disassembling it and reassembling it. The only thing it does need is a new roof and some installation. So we'll be doing that. And then depending on what the budget's coming out, we're probably going to like frame out an office inside there and give them some kind of air conditioning in that office space. So when they do come in, they'll have their computer and stuff right now is just in the garage. That is uncontrolled, no air conditioning, no heat. So we'll provide that service for them too. So.
All right, there's nothing else. We'll do a roll call.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, very good. Anything for new business out there?
Did we do PWC?
All right, nothing. Now, friends, visitors, then next we have open floor comments on the agenda. Now, normally when we do open floor comments, we ask people to fill out a card at the beginning of the meeting. And, might have a few cards. People, want to say something. This is the time when we would do that. Sometimes they're an issue that has nothing to do with the agenda. It might be something that they're dealing with and they wanted to address the council. So that's when we do open floor comments. Now, you guys didn't know that, but in the future, you fill out a card over here and participate anytime. But we'll give a little grace tonight because you didn't know. Anybody got any comments that they want to go to the podium and speak about? All right. No, that was your opportunity. But no, I'm just kidding. Anytime. It's always here, open comments. All right, so if there's nothing else for our city council meeting, we'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, Joanne, Christina, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. So what will happen next, so we have two meetings every other first Wednesday and third Wednesday. So one of them, if you guys saw the agenda, was city council meeting, and the other is the committee of the whole. They're two different meetings. when we do committee of the whole, which is what we're about to go into next, that's where we discuss things that are kind of new projects, and generally, after we discuss them here, we'll put them on the city council meeting, so in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever the next meeting is, we vote on it. So we talk about it in the first meeting, discuss it. If people are watching on, the LCTV, this gives them a couple weeks to call their alderman, or call me, or call staff, and inquire about it. Maybe they have questions. It gives time for alder folk to noodle their decisions over, right? You're not required or not even expected to have a decision when you first talk about it. Take the time to think about it, and then in a couple weeks, that's when you vote on it. So all the things that you just heard were stuff, for the most part, that we discussed 2 weeks prior. So this is the agenda for new stuff that we'll be talking about. So that's committee of the whole, which is next. All right, please, roll call.
Present.
Present.
Here?
Here.
Here.
Here?
Here.
All right, first thing on the agenda, Resolution 25084. What do you got, Ben?
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the council, 25084 is authorizing us to purchase a corner lot. There was a lot of information on your packet. There was 2 appraisals. I didn't want to confuse everyone. We originally started this conversation about purchasing the back lot at the corner of 11th and State. With talking with the building owner, they were interested in having us purchase the entire parcel, but then a different third party would purchase the front half back. It ended up being a cooperation with Main Street and the Steve Winters Family Trust, and so at the end of the day, the net cost to the city would only be $55,000 for the back parcel, and we intend to add some additional downtown parking there. There's no sidewalk on the 11th. We're going to include that. We would like to have a little brickwork in front. And then there's a separate project, but it shows up on the map for 11th Street. We've got an ICC grant coming in to help us with some safety improvements to make that entire area more pedestrian safe, but also pedestrian friendly, to get to the additional parking lot in the far west side. So a lot of different things moving on here, but the first piece would be to acquire the parcel and attain the rear piece so we can start working on the engineering for the parking lot back there. And in the future, Main Street will come and present to the council some other ideas they have about adding on to that existing building there between Lock and Mule in the corner. And I think I included some imagery in the packet for that, but that'd be a separate issue that we deal with later. So for now, we're just looking to acquire the back portion with the resolution 25084. There is an existing small structure on there that in the budget next year we would demo that and start working on the engineering to have a parking lot there. Yes. Yeah, commercial space, maybe like a chamber office or a visitor's bureau, and then they also have the Main Street office might be there. Mayor and I have met with Steve Winters, the current chair or president of Main Street, and they have some creative ideas of making it a little bit more of a civic space. Right now, it's just a private closed office that tenant is going to be relocating, and so they're going to do a build out inside and then add on between the 2 buildings for additional office space. There is parking space. There will be parking spaces on 11th for them. There'll be 3, I think, that we're proposing for that building for now. Certainly during the day, it's potentially possible that someone would park back there, but most of the parking that we need is after 5 o'clock with the restaurants and bars, yeah.
All right. Anything else? You guys good with consent on this? Yep, I think it's a great idea. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
All right. John, what do you got for PD1?
Thank you, Mayor, members of City Council. This is Resolution 25-085, authorizing the Police Department to purchase new flooring, carpet, and vinyl plank flooring, the second half of our building for a cost of not to exceed $30,000. In 2022, we did the front half of the building when we did some construction. The back half of this carpet is more than 13 years old. It's definitely worn and got some damage, both water and some other damage to it. So this will replace that. This is from 3 separate bids. with the low bid being Landmark Flooring. Any
All right.
questions?
Questions, thoughts? All right, good with consent then? All righty, friends, then that looks like everything for tonight. So, nothing else, then we'll look for a motion to adjourn. Okay, Joanne, JR, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. You guys have further questions? Call your people.